Parents' night at home. Parents' night in Parents' night in Parents' night in Parents. Good evening, Parents' Night In fans.
Hey, hey, hey.
Here at enough.com. Tonight, I'm forcing Kelly, much against her will, to watch a movie she's never seen before.
This is not much against my will.
I know, I'm kidding. She has never seen the film 2001. So I figured it would be fun if we get her live reaction as she watches the film.
So he's basically going to stare at me a la Ted and Stella from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
The first time she watches
Star
Wars. And he's going to be looking for
your reactions.
Like, why aren't you laughing? Why aren't you crying? Why aren't you scared?
You're not going to laugh or cry during this movie. I just want you to know that. 2001, of course, is probably the definitive Stanley Kubrick film.
Can we just talk about what's happening right now?
It's an overture.
Oh.
The movie has an overture.
You've already pressed play.
I already pressed play.
Okay.
Did you think it was ghosts?
No, I thought I thought it was the menu screen.
Oh.
What year did it come out?
1968.
Keep
that in mind as you watch the special effects, because they don't look like they were from 1968 at all.
Where is it in terms of like The Shining and Clockwork Orange and...
Clockwork Orange was 3 years after this. The Shining was 12 years after this.
What was before this?
Dr. Strangelove, Lolita, Spartacus, Paths of Glory.
You know what's kind of interesting about his movies? They're really not at all alike.
No.
It's not like he was like, oh, this really works for me. I'm going to do another one of these.
Every movie he did was totally different.
He is not. Who's that Bay guy?
Michael Bay?
Yeah. He's not the Michael Bay of movies.
No. He's not the Michael Bay of movies?
So when I was a child, we used to go to Salisbury Beach all the time because my aunt and uncle have a cottage up there. And they had a ride called the Space Odyssey.
Really?
And the Space Odyssey was a scrambler inside a dark dome.
Ooh.
And it had strobe lights and all kinds of cool stuff going on in there. And they played this
And
during the
broke your
ride.
brain.
Yeah. And they would play it kind of like halfway through the ride when it got really, really, really fast. And the lights would go off and then they would do strobes. It was amazing. So this song has always been extra impactful for me.
I learned this song first on, it was either Sesame Street or the Electric Company, but they had a recurring cartoon that would use this music. And it was obviously based on 2001. Like it was a reference to 2001, but I didn't know that at the time.
And this piece of music...
It was existing.
Right. And is it called that?
It's called Also Sprach Zarathustra.
Oh. Well, because I've seen it multiple times called 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, I mean, it's forever associated with this movie now. And Ric Flair.
That does not look like space.
It's not. So we open up on the dawn of man.
This movie's a lie. I don't want to see cavemen. I want to see astronauts. Are those actual primates?
No.
They were people in suits?
Those are mimes in ape costumes. And infamously, I feel like this was up against the original Planet of the Apes for like best makeup or costumes or something, and lost to them because the Academy thought that these were real apes because they looked too real.
Yeah, they do look really real.
Yeah. This section of the movie makes great use of front projection.
Why is the leopard's eyes glowing?
Well, that's a side effect of the front projection, actually. So front projection is when you're shooting a subject and scenery in front of a super reflective screen, and then in front of the camera, like a mirror angled at 45 degrees, and then off to the side is a projector showing like just a background. So that reflects off the mirror and onto the reflective screen in front of which the actors are acting. So all that mountains in the background, that's all being projected onto a screen behind the scenery and the apes. There's a dispute breaking out between the man-apes. It looks like a current session of Congress.
It does! You know what? I'm really glad that we don't drink out of dirty puddles.
Yes. That would be gross.
Instead of drinking a dirty puddle, what do you have in your glass?
That's a good way to get dysentery. I am drinking, actually we're both drinking this, we're drinking Cape Cod beer. It's called Big C Saison.
This Cape Cod Saison is quite delicious.
It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Very spicy.
I didn't get to go to the brewery,
cloves in it.
But I'm glad you brought it back to me.
Yeah, it was on sale. It was because it's the end of the season for this particular beer.
It's free!
It wasn't free.
Oh.
It was cheap. It's
cheap!
Then this ape wakes up and he sees something, and he's alarmed by it. He's trying to wake the others.
Guys, it's an iPad. I want screen time. No, I want screen time. It looks very out of place. Something tells me it's not from here.
It's very out of place.
Yeah. Something tells me that maybe the apes did not build this perfectly
rectangular object.
Yeah.
It's just standing there in the middle of their little pit. It showed up in the pit.
The monolith in the pit.
And the apes are like, what the fuck is this? What is this thing? Why is this thing here? What is going on?
What's this thing in the pit?
None of these apes have ever seen anything with perfect edges before.
Right. Everything around them is all craggy and dusty.
I love this piece of music, too.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Avant-garde music. I think it's by Ligeti.
Oh. Now they're all kind of like hovering around it, and everyone's tried to touch it.
They're trying to touch it, but they're like really nervous about it, so like touching it and pulling their hand away immediately.
Like as if it was going to burn them.
Yeah.
This is an original screenplay?
All right, I'll tell you in a second, because this moment's kind of important. The ape is staring down at the bones and cocking his head quizzically. What if I take this bone and start hitting things? That's interesting.
The ape just turned into a toddler.
Yep. The ape just figured out, wait a minute, I can take this bone...
and smash the shit out of everything around me.
And I can kill for food.
Well, what was he doing before?
They just ate like plants and stuff.
Oh.
This is the first instance of a human killing another animal for food.
So what I was going to say earlier was that if I saw that scene of a monkey banging bones to the 2001 space music, I'd be like, am I watching the wrong movie? That monkey does not look like an astronaut.
No.
Now they're fighting over the meat?
Now they have come back to take back their watering hole.
Oh, with a bone.
With a bone. They figured out...
Watch out, bitches.
Weapons.
I got weapons. One friend crossed to the other side.
Yeah, and he got his
and now
ass
they're,
beat.
Yeah, now they're basically Tarantinoing him.
Oh, hold on. Throws the bone up in the air. The bone flies in the air. Spaceship! The longest flash forward in cinema history.
What does one have to do with the other? Are they going to tie up this whole thing? Because I'm very confused, and I will not stand for this.
Wow. The bone was the first tool ever used by man. The bone eventually evolved into spaceships, another tool used by man.
To kill monkeys?
No, but
that'd be weird.
Initially, in the original script, the spaceship that's floating around that we're seeing right now is supposed to be like a nuclear missile kind of thing. So it's supposed to be like the first primitive weapon turns into a very sophisticated weapon. Mm-hmm. That was played down when they actually went to shoot it because he had just done Dr. Strangelove, which is about nuclear Armageddon. And he was like, I don't want to tie it into that.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. So he left it ambiguous, but that was the original plan. So, to answer your question, the idea for this movie, he partnered with this sci-fi author, Arthur C. Clarke, because he wanted to do a movie about like our place in the universe. The two of them wrote basically a novel treatment together. They had intended to have the novel be written first and then the screenplay, and as it turned out, they kind of wrote them together. So Clarke wrote the novel while Kubrick was working on the screenplay, and they got released basically at the same time. This pen is now free to roam about the cabin.
Oh, he's sweeping. I love this piece of music.
Yes, this is the Blue Danube.
Yes. Is that the flight attendant?
Yep. She came to retrieve his pen that was floating around. You know how that pen effect was done?
No.
The pen was double-sided taped to a rotating piece of glass in front of the camera.
Huh.
That's how simple the fucking effect was, and it looks totally real.
Yep.
It should also be noted that this was before we went to the moon, so we didn't really know what the Earth looked like from space yet.
Well, you know why? Because Kubrick staged the moon landing.
That's because Kubrick staged the moon landing, that's right.
He got it so right that they were like, you might as well just do it.
Might as well just do the real one. We'll say it's the real one.
The music is wonderful.
Yep.
With what we're seeing, because it's just floating and airy and light.
And it's a waltz.
Much like this beer.
Yes. It's a waltz, which in musical terms feels like a circle.
Yes. And when you dance a waltz, it's kind of circular.
Yes. And the space station that they're trying to dock in is spinning, and it's a giant circle.
And a waltz is in threes, and something to do with space and threes.
If you add up the digits 2001, it's 3.
Oh my God, Justin.
God.
Oh my God, waltz!
And Christoph Waltz was in the movie Inglourious Bastards.
Which was not done by Kubrick.
Was not done by Kubrick, nor did it come out in 2001. I'm having a hard time connecting the dots.
Bear
here.
juice.
Help me out. Bear juice.
Bats, tools, killing people.
I first saw this movie. My parents bought this for me for Christmas when I was 12.
And were you like, bunch of squares? What is this?
No, like it was unconventional to me, but I was interested in it.
This
right
stuff
away.
Totally weirds me out.
What?
When you're watching anything in space and the outside world is spinning because they're spinning.
Right.
Yeah.
The only part of this movie that is dated is the attire.
Well, yeah, it's very 60s.
It's very 60s.
It's very mod.
Yep. Look, it's a Hilton space station.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hojo's, Hilton.
There's a picture phone that...
Pan American. Picture phone! Like Pee-wee!
I think it's Bell Atlantic.
Yep, that's Bell Atlantic. Yep, that's what it says. He's using his credit card.
So this is Dr. Haywood Floyd. He is an astronaut, obviously. He's about to make a picture phone call, which nowadays would just be a Skype meeting.
Yeah, or a FaceTime.
Yeah. All the planets in this movie were round pieces of glass painted to look like the planets and lit to look like planets.
That's freaking amazing.
And they look incredible. I don't know of any other movie where they've done that, actually.
Well, they don't have to. They have computers.
No, but I mean, like, even in the 80s.
Since then, yeah.
Everything was like matte paintings or whatever, where the planet is part of the painting.
$1.70.
That's not realistic at all. So Haywood Floyd is meeting with some of his Russian colleagues. Ruskies. He was projecting that, we did have friendly relations with the Ruskies at the end of the century. We did for a while.
At the end of the century, yes. Not so much today.
Not so much today. You might recognize the guy that he's talking to, the Russian guy.
Slightly, but I haven't figured it out yet. Clockwork Orange?
Nope, close.
Barry Lyndon?
Yes.
Oh! The Duel.
Yep.
Woo! Barry Lyndon is wonderful.
It is wonderful. I made Kelly watch Barry Lyndon a couple weeks ago.
For
the first time.
I'm not a big fan of Strangelove, honestly. I think I'd maybe have to watch it again.
You should watch it again.
It's funny. I didn't walk away from Strangelove like, ooh, I like Kubrick and I want to watch all of his movies. I love The Shining, as well documented in Parents' Night In number
14.
But Barry Lyndon was just breathtaking.
Well,
Clockwork Orange is weird, but interesting. Barry Lyndon is breathtaking.
Barry Lyndon's a gorgeous film.
And I'm already enamored with this film.
Yes. From the late 60s on, Kubrick was just a master visual storyteller. By the way, this Russian guy is named Dr. Shmizlov.
Really?
Yeah. There's
That literally sounds like, what's your name? Dr.
Shmizlov. Yep, that's my name.
Don't ask me to say it again because I don't remember what I said.
My first name is Pyotr Shmizlov.
I'm sorry.
That's my real name.
Say Pyotr Shmizlov?
That's my real name. That's what my mother named me. What do you want?
Can I see your license? They don't have those in space. What did your mother name you? John? Yeah, actually, she did.
Yeah, my name's John Stevens. Easy to say, easy to remember. Easy to spell, most of all. Unlike your name, Shmizlov. What the fuck? Is that all consonants?
Shmizlov, Skizlov. Get out of here, asshole.
SCZXYM. And now Haywood is traveling to the moon. So he was on that space station so that he could get a flight to the moon.
So that's a plate?
That's a plate. And it looks 100% real. So he's on his little moon shuttle. And the fact that he sleeps through all these flights is, gives you an idea of how routine all this stuff is.
Right, and boring.
At this point, it's like being on a plane. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to the moon. No big deal.
Lots of product placement in this movie.
Yeah. Well, that's on purpose. So
that it seems normal.
Space travel's routine now, so corporations have gotten in on the gig. Oh, she's walking up the wall.
Yeah, this is cool. So they obviously turned the camera and the ship at the same same time.
Yeah, it's a rotating set that they mounted the camera on.
Which is why they put her hair in a bonnet so that her hair wouldn't float around.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah, so What are we going to do about the hair? Oh, put an ugly bonnet on her. Make her look like a Q-tip. It'll be fine.
I wonder if that was the hats in Spaceballs look like that. It's probably a reference. Oh, there's the zero gravity toilet directions.
That's a lot of instructions. He's
How
literally
convoluted
he's like, I'm really gonna poop, and
God.
I have to read all this. Oh my god, I'm a lot.
I don't want to read all this when I have to take a dump.
Can't I press a button and have them tell me while the poop is coming out?
First off, put the full mask on your face because your poop will float around the room and you do not want it getting in any of your face orifices.
If poop escapes the toilet, do not touch it with your hands. Use the straw to blow it back into the hole like an arcade game.
If your pee escapes, use one of the plastic bags attached to the toilet and catch the pee because it will be in bubble form. Do not confuse the pee bubbles with the lemonade bubbles. They will look the same.
We highly suggest you do not bring orange juice or lemonade into the zero gravity bathroom.
So as to not confuse yourself.
Also, chocolate pudding.
Chocolate pudding, yummy. Diarrhea, not so much. This looks like brand new special effects.
I feel like they did this better than Star Wars.
In some ways, yes. Some of the special effects in this look better than Star Wars.
Are these like tiny models? They just
They're
have to
large
shine
models.
light on really
They're
well?
very large models. There's a ship later that I think it was like a 15-foot model or something. Like they made the models very large and very detailed so that they could light them properly and
Right, because
get
that's
the
the
camera
thing.
right in there.
If you get like if that was a tiny model and you lit it, it would look the shadows
would look
be
fake.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie, for its special effects, won Stanley Kubrick his only Oscar because
Interesting.
he was the special effects supervisor. He was nominated for Best Director for this, but did not win.
What won that year?
I'm not sure who won Best Director, but Oliver was the Best Picture winner.
Oliver the Musical?
Yeah. I was shocked. 2001 was not nominated for Best Picture that year. I could have sworn it was.
Oh.
But no, it was nominated for Director, a couple other things like cinematography maybe, and special effects, and it won special effects. There's a classic single-point perspective Kubrick shot. They're at a briefing room.
There's a lot of MCM going on there.
MCM?
Mid-century modern.
Is that what that's called?
I think that counts as mid-century modern, yeah. Like that 50s, 60s look.
Where nothing looks comfortable, it all looks modern for the sake of being modern.
Yes. We're very modern. We're not very comfortable, though.
We've all got scoliosis. But our chairs look very cool.
Sciatica's running rampant.
The Jetsons all had bulging discs.
That's why you only saw them when they were young.
I couldn't make it to the toilet, so I've shat myself.
There are many of us sitting in this
I don't
room.
know why we're talking British accents, by the way.
And it
It
hurts.
has nothing to do with it.
Nope.
It's very odd they have these giant light panels in this room.
I like the giant light panels, actually. It's pretty cool.
No, it's interesting, but like, I guess this is probably deep underground.
It's like an opposite theater.
What? Opposite of what?
Well, it's not dark.
Oh. It's an opposite theater where they show nothing on the screen. It's the most boring movie ever.
Totally. It's important to note that I hear very, very much nothing of what he's saying.
It's not that important, honestly. Like, this
Right.
scene is, it's a very...
No, but I don't know what anyone's talking about in any of the movie other than the little
Yeah.
things you've told me. So this Parents' Night In live reaction first time viewing video series #1 entry is completely visual. It's completely based on my visual response to this movie.
And that's really what the movie's about, is the visuals. Like, the dialogue in this movie is very mundane. None of the characters are interesting. I mean, this is a briefing where he's talking in complete vagaries. He's not really revealing anything.
Vagaries? Is that a word?
I think so.
I want to use it.
You know, this is a very sensitive topic, and everybody's sworn to secrecy, and, you know, there's discovery, and I can't really go into detail about it, but he's giving basically no information here. And the reporter's like, how long do we have to maintain secrecy? And he's like, oh, I mean, I guess as long as we're told to.
Secrecy
So
about
that's helpful.
Secrecy about what? I don't know.
I don't know. Secrecy about what? Exactly. Thank you, Bill. Any more questions? No? Okay, bye.
Are there any more questions?
Why are we
What?
here? They needed Roger Pedactor to go, what?
They're all clapping.
They're all
I don't
clapping.
know why we're clapping.
I don't know what's happening.
It's awkward. I'm just going to clap because everyone else is clapping.
So basically, something has been discovered on the moon. That's all we know.
It's probably these red guys in a spaceship.
They were discovered on the moon, yes. And they're like, why are they red?
Probably from the Earth's yellow sun, Kal-El. It'd be weird if they landed on the moon and Superman was just standing there with his hands on his hips.
And he addressed himself. Kal-El. That's your name. What?
Hey, Kal-El! Who are these red men? I don't know, Kal-El.
Superman has gone off the rails.
That's why he's on the moon. He was kicked off Earth.
In Superman 4, he was on the moon. He fought Nuclear Man there.
That's true.
What a terrible movie.
Because he needed the energy from the
That
sun,
movie
right?
came out 18 years after this, and those effects are fucking terrible.
They're awful. The whole movie is awful.
And I'm pretty sure in absolute dollars, that movie cost more than this one. Mm-hmm. The guy's like, that was an excellent speech where you told us nothing.
That was an excellent speech you gave us. Could you give me an explanation of what you were saying now?
That was an excellent speech, Haywood. What were you thinking when you said, I appreciate that you guys are keeping this whole thing a secret. What was going through your mind there? Specifically about the secret.
Yeah, remember that time you mentioned a secret? What?
So now he's looking at pictures of the site where they found the thing.
Of the moon.
The moon.
Why is it such a funny word?
I don't... Because it's not a fucking word. Moom is not a word.
These guys are on the moon.
That speech would have been a lot better if he called it the moon. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the moon. I appreciate your complete secrecy in handling this discovery we found on the moon. Any questions? Yeah, Dr. Floyd.
Are you saying moon?
Are you saying moom? Moom. The ma'am in the moom. Didn't you ever hear about that as a kid?
I can't breathe.
Kelly's dead. You're like the weasels in Roger Rabbit. They actually laughed themselves to death over a joke that would amuse a 5-year-old.
One small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Oh my god, what's that? There's another monolith.
Boo.
So what they were saying...
Boo. Oh my god, what if those are gorillas in the suits?
It's not gorillas.
Oh.
What they were saying on the little flight, they were like, so we found this thing that appears to have been deliberately buried on the moon. And he was like, deliberately? Judging by how deep it was, it seems to have been buried 4 million years ago. So actually, it's interesting that you said, we're going to find out those are apes in space costumes, but it's an obvious visual parallel. The apes,
Coming up on the monolith.
2 million years ago,
Do I
found the
want to touch
monolith.
it? Maybe it's too hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now it's spacemen doing the exact same thing.
The dawn of Mam and the dawn of Space Mam.
The dawn of Mam and the dawn of Moom.
That also had no right to make me laugh. I'm easy
I
tonight.
was afraid to say
I'm an
it.
easy crowd.
I thought you would spill your beer, maybe.
It's a good thing I didn't. My blankie would get wet.
It's early yet.
Same music, by the way.
Same music, too, to draw the obvious parallel.
It's a callback.
Yep.
Jupiter mission.
18 months later. So now we are in 2001.
Allagash White almost tastes like seltzer after that Saison.
Yeah. It's really mild compared to the Saison.
Yeah. So Cape Cod Brewery, we love your Saison.
Yep.
Allagash White, you will be
You will always
forever.
be one of our favorites.
Yes.
So that there is the spaceship Discovery.
Sort of looks like a centipede
Yeah, a little bit.
or a gypsy moth.
I think it was deliberately designed to look like a sperm. This right here is the most famous,
Rocky.
the most famous set in the movie. Because what?
Because it's like a rotating, he runs upside down kind of thing. Yeah, it's cool.
The camera is mounted on one side of this centrifuge, and the entire thing rotates, and the actor just runs in place.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely does not look like he's running in place.
Mm-mm. And then there's
There's those weird coffin things. Those are for space sleep.
those are
Cryo
those are
sleep.
3 astronauts that are in hibernation. This shot's awesome too. So you see there's the guy way down there sitting at the table, and then this guy is climbing down a ladder on the opposite end.
Yeah.
So the guy at the table was strapped to his chair
Upside
down.
Yeah.
And they just rotated the set, and he walked over to him.
I wonder how many people vomited during the filming of this.
Yeah.
Like,
Part
I'd rather not do this. Take roar.
of the audition was probably they stuck him on a fucking merry-go-round and spun it around at full speed. Did you vomit? No? Okay, you got the part. They're watching television, and it's in the shape of an iPad.
Oh my God. I think Stanley Kubrick was a time traveler.
He might have been.
What if we find out that Stanley Kubrick is the only person that's ever traveled time?
This scene has a lot of exposition. So they're on the Discovery, and it's run mostly by a computer named HAL 9000 that is a supercomputer. So they're talking about the 3 hibernating astronauts because they wanted to conserve life support. So they just have these 2 guys running the ship until they get to where they're going, because the other 3 aren't really needed until then. During this broadcast, they'll also talk about the HAL computer and its capabilities, sort of.
I wonder if you wake up very sore from cryo sleep.
Why would you be sore?
You know, like if you sleep in the same position for a really long time and you wake up and you're
No,
like, ouch.
you're frozen.
Yeah, but when the Tin Man gets unrested, he's sore.
Is he?
He's like, ouch.
He's like, motherfucker! I can't believe how long I was fucking in cryo sleep. I feel like I passed out in fucking Boston Common door. They're interviewing Hal on the television show.
Who does the voice of Hal?
His name is Douglas Rain.
You know, it would be great if Hal looked like Michael Fassbender from Prometheus.
Why?
Because Michael Fassbender is handsome.
Because Michael Fassbender's hot. These are Frank's parents sending him a little message. It's a bit more cheery than Jessica Chastain's message to Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar, where she was like, you just left us here to die?
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Thanks, Dad! I haven't seen you in 20 years. My brother's an asshole.
Something about dust! I would be fucking pissed.
What?
If I was in space eating space mush.
And
my family were like, look at this giant cake that's way too big for 2 of us. We're going to eat it for the next 2 months. Have fun in space, bitch.
Hal has detected a fault in a piece of their radar dish.
It's interesting that they have to like simulate things to be able to tell them the answer of what to do
Well,
with the actual space people.
they have like duplicates at Mission Control.
Didn't they do things like that in Martian?
The Martian, yeah.
It was that kind of thing, right? Where they were like, okay, let's practice here.
Yep.
So we can tell them what to do.
Yes. And Apollo 13 was the same way. They had to like
Yes,
simulate
that's right.
everything.
Who was on Earth doing that?
Gary Sinise.
It was Gary Sinise, okay. I would like to meet and have a beer with Gary Sinise.
Yeah, he's very interesting.
Pretty awesome guy.
And then you could say, but you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. And he would say, yes, I know that.
There's 365 days in a year, so there are probably about 300 days in which I say to Justin, yes, I know that.
Hal has predicted that the radar dish will fail in the next 72 hours, so they're going out to replace the unit that he is predicting will fail.
Yeah, and you know what? I have predicted that it's bullshit.
So Dave is going out in a pod to go retrieve the part.
It's cool, so all we're hearing is like airflow
breath.
and breath.
Because there's no sound in space, so they had to, rather than have it just be silent, Kubrick said, let's...
Well, yeah, I mean, he hears his breath, right?
We'll hear what he's hearing.
Right.
Is the point.
I do love watching movies that take place in space.
Yes.
Like this kind of slow, dramatic. Like, I mean, Star Wars and stuff like that. It's a different thing.
It's like space fantasy.
Right. But what I'm talking about is like when you watch Gravity or when you watch
fiction.
Interstellar or you watch something like this. And it's just...
It's majestic.
Breathtaking.
It's majestic, and it's also extremely cold and harsh. Like, space is...
It is harsh,
terrifying.
And beautiful and terrifying and gorgeous
and awe-inspiring
and horrifying. It is too many emotions to experience at one time when you're watching it.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine what it's like to be there. The adrenaline must be through the roof, and yet at the same time, you have to be completely calm.
Yes, you have to...
You cannot use that adrenaline to do anything.
You have to operate on pure logic.
Yep.
All the time.
I don't think I would do well there.
Why am I not sticking to anything? What's going on? I'm not supposed to fly.
I feel so alone!
Also, we learned kind of recently that, like, being in space in zero gravity for a really long time, like if you're on the space station, it fucks up your body.
Oh, yeah. With
Not
Kelly
having gravity.
astronaut?
Not having gravity ruins your body.
Right, like our bodies rely on gravity to survive.
To stay in shape.
Right.
Otherwise, you atrophy.
Why is that stick? Is it magnet?
Yeah, mag hold, it says. See?
Look at me, I'm a space engineer.
I mean, you didn't invent it.
All I had to do was look at it. I figured it out pretty quick.
After I pointed it out to you that it said mag hold.
No. You didn't have to tell me it said mag hold. I saw that it was magnetic, and I am a space genius.
I'm a space genius. I didn't have to look at it.
Weekend.
Sorry.
We have a strict no Trump on weekend
no Trump
rules.
on week. So on Monday I can do this joke.
Nope, not on Mondays. Mondays are too vulnerable.
Oh, what about Tuesdays?
No, that's Cub Scouts Day.
Wednesdays?
You have a half hour on Wednesday from 4:30 to 5.
I'm not home yet.
I know. That's exactly right.
All right, so he's brought the malfunctioning piece of equipment in so they can test it and figure out what the problem is.
So they can test it and see that Hal was lying the whole time. Am I right? It looks to me like he's playing a very difficult game of Operation. Meh!
Dave has not found anything wrong with the unit. Mission Control is saying that the HAL 9000 has made a mistake.
They're going to go talk about Hal.
That there is some really obvious subterfuge.
They are going to talk about Hal behind his back. I've never seen this movie and I know it.
Oh, by the way, Frank, I was having some trouble with my pod. Could you come take a look at it with me? Goodbye, Hal. Good day to you, sir.
Hal's upstairs like, either they're talking about me or one of them's putting in the other one. It's either subterfuge or a subterfuge.
It's either subterfuge or gay. They shut off the microphone so that Hal can't hear them. So they're trying to decide what to do because Hal seems to have made a mistake. And Hal is running the entire ship. And that's a horrifying thing when your computer
is horrifying
making a mistake and he's running your ship.
That's like if Google was like, hello, Kelly, it is 22 degrees in Weymouth, and you can see eggs frying on the sidewalk. And then she's like, I can't open the door for you, Kelly. And then you're like, fuck, I'm stuck inside with
I'm going to fry
Google.
on the sidewalk. At least I'll have breakfast. Frank is saying, if we put the unit back and it doesn't fail, then Hal's pretty much fucked. And we're going to have to basically shut him down.
Right.
Because he's clearly not working.
If they shut Hal down, do they have the know-it-all and the wherewithal and the who-it-all to run the ship?
Well, Hal's, like, basic functions can still run the ship without his, like, higher brain.
Without his emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, he's reading lips.
Yep. He knows what they've been saying this whole fucking time.
You know, it would have been better if they just kissed, because then he'd be like, I can't figure out what's happening. Intermission.
They could have gone like this. They could have. I don't know what to do with Hal. What are you
well,
gonna do? We want
this
to
is
shut
bad.
him down.
This is so bad.
This
is really bad. You know what? Let's just stay here.
So it's Frank's turn to go out because he's gonna put back the unit. So
oh my God, this is where he's gonna die.
So they can let it fail.
This is where he's gonna die.
Don't say things.
First of all, you can edit it out. And second of all, I've never seen this movie and I'm guessing.
Okay.
You know what that makes me say? Stanley Kubrick, you made a very predictable movie and you should go to hell.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Hey.
What's Hibnuck?
Hibnuck.
Hibernation and
nuclear.
Oh.
It's a nuclear-powered ship.
I thought maybe it was hibernation and nuck.
Why is the pod turning?
Because Dave asked it to?
Dave didn't ask it to turn.
How do you know?
Why would Dave ask it to turn? It didn't turn when Dave was out there. Why are the arms outstretching?
This adorable robot that looks much like Harry's Cosmo
Uh-oh.
is not making me happy right now. Did it flung him across spaces? Suddenly you don't have enough information. All-knowing Hal I'm sorry, Dave. I couldn't possibly say. Something about lip reading. I don't know.
I don't feel that it would be prudent for me to comment on something I don't have full information on.
Where does this rank on your list of all-time favorite movies?
It's up there.
Is this your number one movie that is space-related?
Well, no, Star Wars is my number one movie that's space-related. Number 2 is Empire.
Number 3?
I mean, this might be number 3. So Spielberg's description of this movie was, like, I didn't even know how to categorize it. It's not drama. It's not really science fiction even. It's science eventuality.
It's science documentary.
Sort of.
It's fantasy documentary.
It's not even a fantasy. I mean, it's like...
Well, we're not here, but...
No, but this could happen someday. It's like not really fiction.
Right. It's like predicting the future.
Kind of. There's no traditional structure to it.
As a film nerd...
Or genre.
What do you extrapolate from the whole primary colors spacesuits?
I don't know if there's anything specific. It's just color choices.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you think there's something more to it?
It's like that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, and they purposely did not put blue in the movie.
Really?
Yes. We have to go back and watch it so that you can see it, but none of the people wore jeans. No one wore jeans. There was no blue. Everyone wore reds and khakis and things like that because they wanted to be futuristic enough that there was something obviously different about it, but subtle at the same time.
Yeah.
And there was no blue.
Computer malfunction.
I am not at all shocked by that. Uh-oh. Is he going to kill them? Is he going to kill the other 3?
It's not looking good. Look at their
Their
vitals.
lives are in his hands, man.
Look at their vitals.
Their lives are in his hands,
You
man.
fucked it up, Hal. You fucked it up.
It looks a little bit like Jeopardy, but red.
I'll take life functions critical for 200, please, Alex. Yeah, they're dead. They're all dead.
Oh, no. You know what's really weird about that? We've never met them, and I'm still sad.
Yeah.
You know why? I like life. And I think humans should be able to live it. And people who disagree with me should go to hell and die!
Oh, my God. So he's rescued Frank's body, but Hal won't open the goddamn doors.
And Dave is still like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, are we like breaking up?
They should have turned the pot around while they were talking about Hal so he couldn't see their lips move.
He should say, oh yeah, that we were just kidding. We wanted to test your lip reading ability. You win!
It was all a prank, Hal.
You killed Frank over a prank. Nice job. You're a rhyme murderer.
Oh, Dave's in deep shit.
That sperm seems to be glaring at him.
That's an angry sperm.
It looks really angry.
It does.
It's a dead guy on my claws. The sperm's really mad at me. Hal won't open the door. It would seem that I am screwed.
Oh, that says cunt.
Did they hire him for his ability to brood?
Maybe. This was, I think, the first movie that introduced the Kubrick stare. Malcolm McDowell does it in Clockwork Orange in the very first shot. Jack does it in The Shining. Vincent D'Onofrio does it in Full Metal Jacket. Tom Cruise does it in Eyes Wide Shut.
There's a bit of a...
Eyes Wide Shut, by the way, has a ton of primary colors, too. So Hal is not opening the goddamn door, so he is going to go in through the emergency airlock. Except he has no space helmet, so it is put up or shut up time for Dave.
Hey, Dave, guess what?
Dave's either going to pull off a miracle here, or he's going to fucking fly into space and die and probably explode in his face.
I have no fucking idea what's going to happen next.
Oh, you'll see.
Is there going to be like a holographic projection of Hal that gets in a fight with Dave and strangles him with his hologram hands? So no then?
Is this The Matrix?
I've never seen The Matrix. I fell asleep in the movie
Sure,
theater.
you did. What an asshole.
I hate that movie.
You haven't seen it!
Oh, he's getting a little sweaty and nervous now. He was kind of like Blue Steel and cool before. Now
Holding his breath.
He's like, fuck, this is going to suck. Here he goes. Very cool. So now he has to basically make sure he doesn't get sucked out the window, hold his breath, open the airlock.
Shut the airlock.
Shut that airlock.
Let the air come back
How
in.
did they do this? That's cool.
The camera's at the bottom of the set, so he's on wires at the top of the set and hanging. So
But even like the holding his breath and his hair looks like
Yep.
it's sticking up. That
Yeah.
was very cool.
Yep.
They must have had a lot of fans in there, maybe.
Yeah.
Something tells me, Hal, that you are not genuine when you say that.
Something tells me, Hal, that you are gaslighting.
Hal is an abusive partner.
Hal is a gaslighting sack of shit. Uh-oh, he's going into the Logic Memory Center.
What's the Clockwork Orange character's name?
Alex.
He's like the Alex of space. He's creepy and does awful things and makes them very matter of fact.
Alex 9000. Kelly's punching herself in the head because she didn't think of that.
Nope. Head slaps. You missed number 6. Dave.
He's got to leave certain things available.
Dave, you missed number 6. Oh, has he received the training on what needs to stay if Hal loses his shit?
Well, yeah.
Is it the Hal loses his shit 101? If Hal loses his shit 101, unplug everything but number 6.
It's the fuck Hal 9000 101 course.
If you unplug number 6, you might as well just take a knife and stab it into your abdomen. I can feel it, Dave. The next time you hurt my feelings, I'm going to say, I can feel that, Justin. It hurts me. It feels as if you have unplugged everything but 6, Justin. Where else have I heard it?
I don't know.
It's from another movie. It's one of those things where, like...
You going to your brain palace?
If you think of... What?
Your brain palace?
What's that from?
Sherlock.
Oh.
Mind palace, I think he calls it.
It's a mind palace,
I
yeah.
like brain palace better.
It's not the same lyrics. It's the same melody. It's from some kind of movie. I believe there is a cartoon.
That narrows it fucking down. It's the same melody. It's from some kind of movie. Christmas, Christmas. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What is it from? I know what it's from.
What?
I know what it's from.
What?
Just Friends. I think
Yes,
it's from Just...
it's from Just Friends. You're right.
Yep. Okay, wait. So he's gone inside. He's unplugged all the memory
shutting everything
things.
down, and now this thing,
And the Daisy thing.
this video has triggered that sound that the monolith made when they were taking pictures of it.
Was the message to Jupiter.
It was sent toward Jupiter, so that's why they sent the mission to Jupiter. And now that they are near Jupiter, that's why that triggered the recording. Look at this Jupiter.
It triggered the recording because of them being near Jupiter, not because of him turning off the memory.
No, because they were near Jupiter.
Okay.
Look at this plate.
It's fucking amazing.
That looks like fucking Jupiter.
Why is the monolith flying now?
It's a different monolith.
Is space full of monoliths? Oh my god. The Fortress of Solitude. No, the thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The thing with the three Superman 2 guys. The bad guys.
Oh, the Phantom Zone?
Yes, that thing.
What an asshole.
What an asshole. You can't walk here, you stupid bitch. It's space.
Hey, this ain't Superman 2, you stupid bitch.
Yes. Well done. I gotta say something.
What?
I love this movie.
See?
It's a really fucking good movie.
Fucking told you.
Can I say something else? I'm scared.
Can I say something else? I'm afraid for my life.
Can I say something? I love this movie. I gotta say one more thing.
I might die.
I think I'm dying. Pretty sure someone just murdered me.
They shoved a monolith up my ass, and it hurt, because it's made out of a rectangle.
It's made out of a rectangle. I feel like I'm missing something very important in this movie because you said something dumb. The sperm is gonna shoot something out of itself.
It's a birth metaphor.
Oh, why that noise?
The monolith is doing something.
Wait, it disappeared.
Yep.
It was almost as if it was an as if it was inserted into the CD player in a car.
Yep.
Are we looking at a car CD player?
We're looking at something way cooler than a car CD
Is that
player.
what Kubrick was thinking of? He was like, oh, someday cars are going to what?
Oh my God, what is going on?
Stop screaming, you're scaring me. We were busy joking.
Yep. We were busy joke making.
We were busy not paying attention to the movie, which we are recording our discussion of. And so I have a question. He turned off the memory. Then they said a whole bunch of things about Jupiter. When did Dave get in the pod?
They showed the Discovery and then the pod door opening, and I said he was squirting. That's when he got in the pod.
Okay, so...
When I went...
If you would be so kind.
That's when he got in the
I still
pod.
remember when I went... Why am I laughing like an evil witch tonight? I don't know. So just to pause for a second here. We didn't actually see him physically get into the pod. We only saw the...
It was all from the outside.
What was the noise again? I would like to apologize for how off the rails this has gone.
I would like to apologize to Stanley Kubrick.
For disrespecting his movie.
Ruining your movie.
This is like in Spaceballs when they went plaid.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that Spaceballs stole it from this.
Oh, 100%. But Interstellar used a little bit of this as well.
Yeah, they did. This is what's famously known as the Stargate sequence.
That looks like a pupil. Uh-oh. There's a dot in the pupil.
It's a cataract.
I'm pretty sure he has cancer. So as we're watching this,
Yeah.
I'm having a fairly emotional reaction to this.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I wasn't into space the way that our kid is, but it scared the fucking shit out of me. And I find this simultaneously overwhelming in a scary way and overwhelming in a beautiful way. How did they do this? Because I've literally seen images on like MSN Space that look like this.
Yeah.
Like legitimate images of actual space that look like this. How did they do this in 1968? How did they do this?
They put chemicals in water
Okay, but how did they know?
and lit them under...
We
because
didn't have those images in 1968,
I don't
did
know.
we?
No. I don't know how Kubrick knew.
He's a fucking time traveler.
He was a fucking genius.
Because yes, it looks like you could have put chemicals on a slide or whatever, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I've legitimately seen images like this. So either...
I mean, maybe they had photos of like nebulas and shit like that.
Maybe, yeah.
They might have.
So either...
I don't know.
Kubrick is a time traveler, or Kubrick is still alive and producing all of our space images because we've never been there.
Yes.
Because staging the space landing and Kennedy.
And Kennedy?
Kennedy and Kubrick are hanging out in some like hangar
In South
somewhere,
America.
and they're like,
With Jim Morrison
yep,
and Elvis.
Jim Morrison and Elvis are there, and they're just like, oh my god, you guys, wouldn't it be so trippy if we
Oh my
did
god, you
this?"
guys.
I'm having a visceral reaction to this. Like, all joking aside,
It's amazing.
I don't know what to do with myself right now.
That's how I felt when I first saw it.
What if I was
as a
taking
kid.
psychotropic
Dude,
drugs?
I was 12 when I first saw this. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what is going on. What is happening? And it keeps going.
I'm watching this and thinking, drugs would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I want to take drugs
Yep.
now.
I want to get high and watch this sequence.
Kelly does not endorse taking drugs. Hashtag don't take drugs. This is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, as a little bit of background, Justin has watched this movie a handful of times.
A lot more than a handful.
No, I know, but like in my memory, he's watched it a handful of times where I've like popped downstairs and been like, "What you doing?" "Oh, watching 2001." Like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave now because it's boring," or whatever. Or like he's halfway through it and I've said to him, "I want to see the whole thing, so I'm gonna leave."
Right.
And he would always say, like, we need to watch this. We need to sit down. I'm going to make you sit down and watch it. And when he says something like, I'm going to make you sit down and watch it, I have to automatically assume that there's a reason he has to make me do it.
Right.
But I will be honest with you, Justin Ballard. On recorded audio, like, What the fuck? Why am I 39 years old and just seeing this for the first time?
See?
This is a really amazing experience.
Yes. Dave has arrived where he's going. And
What in the actual fuck is happening? They're in a mansion in Newport. No, they're not Newport. What is happening? He just went through all of this space and time and the Grand Canyon and like psychotropic drugs and like all kinds of shit was happening. And now he's in the Vanderbilt's bedroom. And he's shaking. And now... Ah! Why is there a red-suited man? Is that Frank?
No.
It's Hayward.
No.
That's fucking scary. What the fuck is that?
It's Dave.
It's him! Looking at himself? He's also way the fuck older.
Yep.
He's all like wrinkly skinned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of amazing makeup because when people actually get older and their skin wrinkles, there's that papery look.
It puckers.
What do they call it? Like it's almost like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Like your skin gets very thin and not
brittle.
flimsy. Is the Shining Lady going to come out of that bathtub? Because I'll be very upset if she
She
does.
should.
That makeup is fantastic.
Yeah.
He looks like an old man.
Yep.
So basically, he was in that time warp for like 70 fucking years. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Oh my God. There's a man without a helmet. He looks old and he's eating. There's a wheelchair and a black suit. Is that Dave too? Dave's like, oh, it's me. Fuck that.
Oh, it's me.
I'm going to turn around so that you can see the boldness that is you in 20 years.
I'm going to turn around so you can see my ass.
There's a troll in his bed. What's Dobby doing there? What the fuck? Does he just like live forever and watch himself?
Dobby doesn't want David to drink the wine, so Dobby broke the glass. Oh my God, it's another monolith in the room.
What the actual fuck? The table's gone. Dave is gone. The troll's in the bed that I'm pretty sure is old Dave.
That's Dave.
There's a monolith. Rosebud. What the fuck is happening? Now there's a fetus!
Oh, I baby. It's what's for dinner.
There's literally a fetus. Why did it go from...
You get the monolith.
Like...
And I get your baby.
No! That's the end? What happened? I don't know what happened. I'm so confused. I'm laughing because I want to cry. Okay.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
I kind of really don't. I honestly,
Really?
I really don't.
Really?
I want to watch it again.
Now?
No. Like tomorrow. I don't want you to explain it because I didn't. This is the first time I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked through most of it. And we made a lot of dirty jokes and like some homophobic shit.
Nothing was homophobic.
No, I know. I'm kidding. But no. Like I kind of want to see if I can.
Frank Miller? Glenn Beck? Danny Glover.
It's a Grover! I have so many things to say. Like, so many things to say. Okay, first. Had I watched that movie not doing Parents' Night In, like having to actually just watch it in silence, I think you would have been annoyed with me because I would have been asking questions.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's hard to say how I would have felt about it. I think this was a good first way to watch it.
Yeah.
With that said, I really want to watch it again.
Okay.
I absolutely loved it. From a visual standpoint, the screen is like a tenth of what I would like to see it in.
Yes. I want to see this in the theater.
The soundtrack
I've never seen it that
is
way.
dreamy.
Yep.
The visuals are dreamy. There's nothing in this movie that I didn't want to look at.
Yep.
I had a very emotional reaction to this movie, and I can't explain it. I cannot explain it.
That's surprising,
my
actually.
heart is like, it feels like it's being squeezed in the tightest but happiest hug. Like, I feel so not happy, not relieved. Like, it was amazing
You're in
to
awe.
watch. I am in awe. That's a really good way to say it.
That's what he was going for.
I am
He wanted people to be in awe.
speechless. Except I can't stop talking, but I'm speechless.
Right.
Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to put that whole narrative together from the gorillas to the fetus. I don't know.
I'm absolutely tickled that you loved it.
I'm tickled is actually a really good word.
No,
I feel like I am tickled.
I thought you'd be like, visually it was awesome, but like, I don't know what the fuck I just saw and pissed off about it.
This is not Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I'm not that cheap of a date that this should make me like overly emotional. I could cry. I liked that movie so much.
Yeah.
My body is vibrating. I'm in awe. It's a beautiful movie. I cannot wait to watch it again. In this basement, in the dark.
Yep. It's fucking art.
It is. It's almost like if you take the humanity out of our world, we're still surrounded by these awesome things.
It's about our place in the universe.
And the fucking music.
And our relationship to it.
I have literally watched Bugs Bunny ice skate to this music.
Yeah.
And it literally, to me now, when I watch this movie, it exists for this movie.
And I told you when we recorded the Shining thing, he had a score written for the movie, an original score, but it wasn't done yet. So while he was editing the movie, he put in these classical pieces just as a placeholder. And then he was like, oh, I don't need a score anymore. This is the score. So you're glad you saw it, in other words. Finally.
Glad is an understatement. This movie is incredible.
It's awe-inspiring.
And I have now become that person who needs to see every Stanley Kubrick film because...
Yeah!
Like, what the actual fuck?
The man was a revelation.
I've seen a lot of Eyes Wide Shut. I'm not really into that movie.
You should watch it, though.
I know, but...
As subtext, there's so much going on in that movie that is not stated clearly, and that was his thing, is he had a story going, and he didn't want to spell out for you what the movie was really about. There were layers to everything he did.
That movie was beautiful. I want to live in space. No, I'm kidding. That movie was beautiful. It was, I think what I expected from it was to be freaked out by the, I can't open the pod bay doors. Like, I thought that like 90% of the movie was going to be like suspenseful, I can't open the pod bay doors.
Like The Martian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was 10 seconds of, oh, that's scary. And a million moments of, holy fucking shit, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
I have not had a moment to even think about apes, monolith, old Dave, monolith, fetus, Earth. I'm pretty sure that that's something to do with what we're trying to figure out here.
There is a through line.
I know there is. I'm pretty sure that if there's any chance that Justin was doubting his decision to marry me, all of that is out the window, and he will never leave me until I'm 95.
I'm so hot for you right now.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me watch this movie.
You're welcome.
I would never have sat down and said, Justin, let's put on 2001: A Space Odyssey and watch it.
I don't think you would have.
Never in a million years. I honestly did not expect to feel like this. I'm literally not going to sleep. So anyways, Parents' Night In, signing off. Good night.
Parents' Night Inside. Parents' Night In. Parents' Night In. Parents' Night In. Parents' Night.
That was not rehearsed.
Nope.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and follow us on Twitter, MeWe, and Facebook.